Hey everybody, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin with Crafty Klock, coming to you today for a quick lesson at lunch. And today I want to show you what I'm including in my class packet for my March workshop. I always like to send a little sweet treat in with the packets. Let me just fix that. There we go. So this month I'm sending them a couple of the Werther's chewy caramels. So I created this little slide box. It's a simple little box. We just use some basic white cardstock, and then I've used the Country Gingham DSP. That's what we'll be working with for the class. So I kind of like to have my packaging coordinate with what we're using for the class. And then I've just done the scalloped oval from the double oval punch with a simple little thank you. So that will go in with all of my workshop packets. All right, so to get started, what we need is a piece of basic white cardstock that is 2.5 by 4.5. We're going to score this on all four sides at 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch, 3 3/4 of an inch, and 3/4 of an inch, and 1 3/4 of an inch. Then we're going to score a piece of DSP. This is 4.5 by 3. And we are going to score this across. We're going to have that 4-inch side across the top. And we are going to score this at 1 7/8, at 2 7/8, and 3 3/4. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring in my Simply scored tool. And I'm going to make sure that you can see this. Okay. So let's start with our basic white. So we're going to score it at 3/4 and at 3 3/4. That's right. And then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. We're going to score it at 3/4 and at 1 3/4. Okay. And that's all that we're going to do for that. Let's put this aside for now. Now on our DSP, we're going to put the 4.5 length across the top of our scoring tool. We're going to score it at 1. Okay, and press gently because DSP can rip. But I'm going to press gently, but I'm going to press it a couple of times, going up and down, just to make sure I get a good crease. Then I'm going to score it at 1 7/8. So going just 1/8 of an inch larger than our sides of our box to make sure that the box will slide in nicely. Then we're going to go to 2 7/8. Okay. And then we're going to go to 3 3/4. Okay. And that is all we're going to do. All right. So we are done with our Simply Scored tool. Let's put that back away. All right. So now for our box, I am going to varnish against all these fold lines. Okay, so we're just going to burnish all of these fold lines. We're going to trim. Okay. So once you understand the basic box, it's easy to go ahead and make boxes. And let's go ahead, while we're here, let's go ahead and burnish our cards in our DSP. Okay. I'm just going to get some really crisp folds in all of our Designer Series paper. We'll just make it that much nicer when we go to put our box in. Okay, so we've got that all done. Now, we're going to take our paper snips and we're going to cut from, on the long side, we're going to cut from the edge of the paper up to that score line, that 3/4 inch score line. Okay, we're going to do that on each side. Okay. And then we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, so that's how we're going to make our box. I'm going to just miter that just a bit. Okay. And between the glare of the light and my glasses, I can't really see what I'm doing. All right. Now I'm going to take my liquid glue and I'm going to start here. I'm going to add, if I can pick this up, and you'll notice I'm using my silicone mat because I do have liquid glue and I don't want it to get all over my work surface. Somehow, no matter how careful I try to be, I always get glue all over everything. All right, I'm going to put a little bit on this side. All right, now I'm going to fold these up. Okay, I'm just going to hold these. You got to make sure the edges are even. Okay, and we're just going to kind of hold these in place just for a few seconds. It doesn't take very long for this glue to kind of set, and you can see I've got my edges even, right? Got a little bit of glue coming out there. Let's wipe that on there. All right, and now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, this one I did not cut all the way up to the line. Let me just go do that. Okay. All right, same thing. We're going to apply the glue on each of these little flaps here. Okay, and then we're just going to fold them up and hold them in place just for a couple of seconds. Like I said, it doesn't take long, making sure our edges are even. All right, there we go. I'm going to add 2 of the Werther's. These, I think, the soft chewy caramels. They have the soft center. Okay, and now we've got our other piece. So now we're going to put our 1-inch piece on the bottom, right? We're going to fold that all around. Okay, now we've got that. Now we've got some glue. I'm going to put some glue here on this edge. All right. I'm just going to fold that over. Again, making sure my edges are even. And I just found it easier to do it this way because, sorry about that. I forgot to put this on Do Not Disturb, and I don't know what happened to my, let me see if I can get my, there we go. We are back, I think, maybe. Are we back? Cam? I guess we're back. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so now we have our little scalloped oval, and I'm going to stamp it with a thank you. And I got this thank you from the Go-To Greetings stamp set, and it's not showing. Okay, why isn't this showing? There we go. We're back. Let me see. All right, we're going to use our Go-To Greetings. So I apologize for the technical problems. That was my fault for forgetting to put this on Do Not Disturb. Always put your phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm just going to stamp a thank you. All right, and then I am going to add some dimensionals to the back. If you want, you could be fancy and you could stamp that thank you in a matching ink color or, you know, a coordinating ink color, whatever you want to do. I have to make a lot of these, so I'm just going to take the path of least resistance and leave them in the black ink. But that's it, just a cute little way to say thank you to my customers, give them just a little sweet treat and package it up a little fancy. So I hope you'll give this a try. It's a really quick and simple packaging for just putting a couple little candies in and just using them, you know, as party favors, table gifts, you know, little thank yous. But I hope you'll give it a try. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.